what a special night. What a great night. We couldn't have scripted any better from the, pregame ceremony through how we got started and how we played and then how well our seniors played. What a great memory for you guys. And you deserve it. 100 career wins for this senior class. I mean,
Here's the find. Kevin the flush.
Colson, he drives right side, double pumps, throws it up and in. Bonzie Colson makes his first shot.
Bonzie Colson not only is on the floor, he's taken over the game on the offensive end.
Really proud of you, but let's turn the page real quick. Do what you need to do to get your energy back for Saturday. It's going to be a dog fight. It's going to be an ugly one, right?
Kevin, one dribble, picks it up to Farrell. Farrell for three, got it.
We've won 5 out of 7. We are playing well. We're in position. And everybody's scared of us, all right? And they should be.
A successful senior night is in the books.
Hello again, Irish fans, and welcome to this week's edition of Inside Notre Dame Basketball with Mike Brey. I'm Jack Nolan, and Coach, for the first time since the very first week of the conference season, we've got a 2-0 week.
We got a 2-0 week, Jack. We've been yearning for one of those, but I am so excited about how our team is playing in March. And we still have a lot to do, and we're not done yet, as Bonzie Colson said so well on senior night.
And even though you do not have the record you had hoped you would have before the season began, have you had a more satisfying senior night in your 18 years here?
I'll tell you what, that was just, it was a movie. It was a movie with the Lithuanian national anthem, with Martin, the families coming out with their kids, the tears, and then Bonzie Colson's sister and the hug afterwards. We play well, he's back. What our seniors said at the end, it was what college basketball is all about. I was very emotional and very proud of our guys.
And before that big senior night victory over Pitt, the week began with a crucial and dramatic win at Wake Forest.
Well, we needed that one, there's no question. And God, did we play great the last 7 minutes. Down 9, we defended, and of course, Matt Farrell to the rescue again.
So as you would guess, a lot of highlights from Winston-Salem. We'll show all of them to you right after this timeout.
Inside Notre Dame Basketball is presented by TireRack.com and brought to you by Team Notre Dame partners, Coca-Cola, Under Armour, and Gatorade. Inside Notre Dame Basketball is also brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of Notre Dame Athletics, Vivid Seats, Canon, Xfinity, Delta Airlines, proud to be the official airline of Notre Dame Athletics, Nissan, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, and SiriusXM.
Farrell top of the key. Farrell inside to Kevin for another two-handed Powers jam, and we're tied at 49. Great pass by Farrell.
Your team took the floor at Wake Forest knowing they had to win. Rex Pfluger, not 100%, and like they have all year, his teammates stepped up. A lot of guys raised their levels of play in that game.
It really did, Jack, and we were against the wall. We lose to Miami. We had to bounce back to stay within striking distance of the NCAA tournament. Wake Forest, a very good offensive team. We had trouble guarding them for most of the game, but our defense picked up in the second half.
You fall behind 5-0, but boy, your veteran guards have been the leaders all year. TJ scores your first 5 points, then Matt Farrell follows with the next 10, and you're back in it.
Well, those two guys have been rocks for us, and they really have been very good for us, especially on the road, to kind of make us believe early in a game.
Another guy who was incredible was Nick Jogo. He didn't score, but he flew around and grabbed 9 rebounds.
9 rebounds for Nick, defended, moved his feet. He also passes and cuts and moves so well. Just, again, a guy who's become, in the midst of an injury-riddled season, a very important player for us.
Talk about not only becoming, I think, the most improved player in the league, but just a dominant big man. Martin Esgebben, maybe his best game. He was up against 7-footers the entire game, 22 points, 14 rebounds, 5 impressive dunks.
You know, maybe his best game, Jack. I agree with you, and he is playing so well as a senior, setting the tone for us, but we found him on screen roll stuff continually. He gave us that great anchor defensively in the back, one confident big guy. No big man in our league is playing better than Martin Esgebben.
I don't know if you've ever had a guy who wants the ball more with the game on the line than Matt Farrell. 3:19 left. He hits the three to put you up 71-69, also puts him over 1,000 points for his career.
Very fitting that he hit the big one. Great pass from Rex Pfluger on that penetration to get to him. But when he hit that, I thought we really believed we could get out of there with a road win.
Closing seconds, Matt has the ball. Somebody said, I was listening to you. I thought you were going to have a heart attack. I could hear you thinking, shoot it, shoot it. He shoots it just as the shot clock expires, and he nails it for the winning points.
So we told him, let's work that thing down to 7 on the shot clock. We didn't want Wake to have much time left to come down the court. But as he dragged off the ball screen, they doubled him a little bit. And there were some guys open on the far side of the floor, but I give him credit. He said, I'm rising up and taking this. That was a big-time, tough shot in front of our bench, and only fitting that our senior captain would deliver the crush.
So the Irish come up with another gritty win. They're third on the road in conference play this season, 76-71. Here's a look at what Coach had to say to the team in the locker room after the game.
Great win, great win, great win. Our defense was unbelievable. Let's have that jump start us back into guard like we can guard.
Farrell inside to Gevin for another two-handed Powers jam.
We got great character. We took some punches today, and we just keep coming back and keeping game pressure on people, man. I'm really proud of us. We needed this one, obviously. That's 2 in a row on the road. We're 4-3 on the back 9. We got this thing to 7-9 in the league, right? Let's get it to 8-9 in the league on senior night.
As they put Marty on the inbounder to bother this pass.
Childress trying to get it in. Childress, and it's stolen by Gevin, and he's fouled. Colson, he drives right side, double pumps, throws it up and in. Bonzie Colson makes his first shot.
Bonzie Colson comes back on senior night. Everybody wonders, well, what's he going to do? Less than 5 minutes in, 8 points, 4 rebounds, and a block shot.
He sure did take it by storm, didn't he? But he was very ready, Jack. His practices on Monday and Tuesday, he looked good. He looked really smooth for a guy who hadn't played in 2 months.
What are you thinking when he dives to the floor 35 seconds in?
I'm thinking, gosh, did we miss that? Because his edge, his toughness, his confidence, his reckless abandon that he plays with sometimes, it makes us a tougher group and makes us believe more.
Now, Pitt stays with you for the first 8.5 minutes. They've played well in spurts all season long, but you break it open with a 16-0 run. It starts with a bucket by Austin Torres, and TJ Gibbs during the run hits 3 big three-pointers.
TJ with some big jump shots. Austin Torres, very fitting on senior night, comes off and gives us great energy, and he's given us great energy all year.
You're up 16 at the half. You score the first 6 points of the second half, fitting that 2 of them were by Farrell and 4 by Colson.
Well, our 2 seniors, seeing our 2 key guys get back to kind of taking over the group was really good to see. And again, Matty and Bonds make us go.
It wasn't the prettiest game ever played, but boy, your guys put the effort on the floor. They out-rebounded Pitt 51-35.
Well, it's interesting when you turn Martin and Bonzie loose on the backboard again. We haven't seen that in 2 months. Those 2 guys on both ends of the floor can really rebound.
It really was a magical senior night. What were your favorite moments?
There's no question, when I get to greet every one of the seniors with their parents and the exchanges I have with the parents, I get emotional. I'm going to miss the parents. I really am. The Lithuanian national anthem was so powerful, and Bonzie Colson's sister, great job with the anthem and the hug afterwards. I still get goosebumps when I think about it.
And that parent group has told me, even though their sons have graduated, they're going to keep coming to games.
They enjoy cheering together. They especially enjoy after the game together. They will be back.
I've been to a couple of those. They enjoyed that a great deal. So the Irish improved their record to 8-9 in conference play with a 73-56 victory over Pitt. When we come back, we sit down with Notre Dame senior guard Matt Farrell. Tough and clutch. No 2 words better describe Notre Dame senior guard Matt Farrell. Matt's toughness on and off the court has allowed him to become one of the most impactful players of the Mike Brey era. In just 2 years as a starter, Matt has come through with as many critical plays, steals, assists, and yes, buzzer-beating bombs as any player who has served as a Mike Brey point guard. And much of his toughness derives from family, his own and his Notre Dame family. Recently, I sat down with the senior from Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey.
Matt Farrell, the point guard, he runs the show.
Tenacious, hardworking.
Matty takes big shots. I'm never scared to take a big one, and he's made a lot of them.
Farrell now with the basketball. Farrell drives right side. Double pump, throws it up, and in! He made the shot, and he gets fouled! Farrell, long three. From 26 feet! Wow! 3, 2, 1, the three on the way.
I think I've been a little doubted ever since high school. I didn't play on any flashy AAU team, or I wasn't out in the circuits. I was just kind of in my own little small school, doing my thing, and just getting better and better. And you need people that doubt you. It can only make you better.
Farrell, deep three. Got it. He's feeling it here in Boston. How close did you come to leaving?
Oh, very close. When you're not playing, it's hard. And the culture nowadays, you're seeing a lot of guys leave and a lot of guys transfer. It was tough for me because I was trying to figure out what Demetrius was going to do, whether he was going to leave or not. And I didn't want to push him into making a decision, but I also had a decision to make for myself, and a lot of late night talks with my family. But this is a hard place to leave. Things happen for a reason. You just got to trust it and trust the people around you. It's definitely been, the best 4 years of my life.
What's your relationship like now with Coach Brey?
It's awesome. It's very man-like. He's helped me learn the game in so many different aspects that helps me as a player. So that's something that I'm really thankful for.
Farrell, the running three is good! Oh my goodness!
Farrell grabs it, fires it up at the shot clock.
When you put in the work and you do the right things and you surround yourself with the right people, good things happen, and it's been a testament of my career here. This place really is special and went by too fast. I don't know what's next. I'm just going to continue to get better and to keep working. Obviously, I want to try to play professionally, whether that's overseas or try to get to the league. And I have an amazing supporting cast around me, from my family to my friends and to the people that I've met here. So all I can do is just keep working and keep believing.
You and Matt had some rocky times throughout his career, so it was great. When I asked him, what's your relationship like with Coach Brey, his face absolutely lit up.
Well, we've been through it all, as you do with most young men that you coach for 4 years. There's ups, downs, lefts, rights. What I love about coaching here, we have juniors and seniors where you can have a little bit different relationship with them. You can be more man-to-man, you can kid with them, and they still know it's business time when it's practice and game time. And I've enjoyed his sense of humor, and I've really enjoyed being around him, and I'm going to miss him.
And Matt's willingness to push the envelope has won you a lot of games.
It has won us a lot of games. So, you live with it. You live with some of those passes when they go up into the pep band. You just hang on in there because he may make a shot like he did against Wake Forest the next play.
Funny you should mention that, Coach. Yes, it appears that Coach Brey is in fact clairvoyant, because Matt Farrell's impressive shot clock beating three-point bomb that he nailed with time running out for the winning points in Notre Dame's win at Wake Forest is indeed this week's Notre Dame Ticket Exchange, powered by Vivid Seats, Play of the Week.
Farrell dribbles around, a screen from Gavin. 3, 2, 1, the three on the way.
It's time now for the experts at TireRack.com. Question of the week for Coach Brey. This week's question comes from Austin Gall of Wakarusa, Indiana. Coach, do you have any plans or goals that you want to achieve after coaching? A bucket list?
I have been so focused on this program, I haven't thought much about after coaching, and I should, quite frankly. I would like to do some traveling, and really get out and travel. I don't know where I'll live when I'm done. Maybe I'll still be here in the Bend. But I'd like to get around a little bit, maybe even get to Europe and Asia some. I have not done a lot of that.
After missing 17 games, Bonzie Colson returned to action against Pitt with an amazing performance, hitting his first 3 shots and going on to score 12 points, grab 9 rebounds, and block 3 shots in just 21 minutes of action, earning him the right to run the Inside Notre Dame Basketball Fast Break for the final time. Favorite all-time movie?
Space Jam.
First car you ever drove?
Ford Focus.
Favorite musical group or artist?
Drake.
Who was your role model?
My father.
One thing the public would be surprised to learn about you.
I'm very superstitious.
Twitter or Instagram?
Twitter.
Favorite thing to do when relaxing?
Hanging out with my friends or watching Netflix.
Favorite part of practice?
Kills.
Worst part of practice?
It ending.
Best part of your game?
Versatility.
Maui.
Championship.
One thing you always hear from Coach Brey in practice?
Calm feet.
Assistant coach who is most like Coach Brey?
Balanis.
Player on the team most like you?
Matt.
Toughest Notre Dame player to guard?
Matt Farrell.
Best defender on the team?
Rex.
Best leaper on the team?
Marty.
Best dunker on the team?
Marty.
Best dresser on the team?
Me.
Worst dresser on the team?
John.
Best thing about spending your college basketball career at Notre Dame?
Enjoying the process of me developing as a human being and just playing the game of basketball that I love.
You look at this team and just what great personalities, and led by Bonzie Colson.
Well, you're right. The charisma of the senior class is so striking, and that's why fans love them. The charisma of Bonzie Colson is off the charts. I think there's a reason he was in theater in high school. There's something about the stage for him, and the basketball court is his stage. I will dearly miss him. He has been one of the great examples of guys getting better in our program. He's a big-time winner, and I'm just so thrilled that I get to coach him in March.
And the best news right now, folks, is a healthy Bonzie Colson will travel with the Irish to Charlottesville to take on top-ranked Virginia on Saturday, and he'll also go to Brooklyn for the ACC tournament. We'll talk about those challenges right after this. I think everyone in Notre Dame Nation was rooting for Virginia at Louisville, and they got their wish.
They did. What an unbelievable finish that was, by the way. But what a great challenge for us against a great team today, but also what a great opportunity for us, too. And I have a feeling our group will be extremely focused in Charlottesville.
Joe Lenardi's already talking about you again. So a good performance there, win or lose, keeps you in the conversation, and then you have the opportunity to get some work done in the ACC tournament.
Well, we love Brooklyn, and we know no matter what happens Saturday, we've got to do some things in Brooklyn. But this group loves Brooklyn. We've won a lot of games in Brooklyn. We know how to get to Saturday night in Brooklyn, and we'll remind them of all of that on Monday night.
Folks, the Irish have won 7 of their last 8 games in Brooklyn. The only loss, the tough loss, to Duke in the ACC championship game last year. So we'll be back next week with all the highlights of the Virginia game and all the games the Irish play in the ACC tournament. Until then, for Coach Brey, I'm Jack Nolan. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Irish. Inside Notre Dame Basketball is presented by TireRack.com and brought to you by Team Notre Dame partners, Coca-Cola, Under Armour, and Gatorade. Inside Notre Dame Basketball is also brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of Notre Dame Athletics, Vivid Seats, Canon, Xfinity, Delta Airlines, proud to be the official airline of Notre Dame Athletics, Nissan, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, and SiriusXM.